Have you ever had an issue with your local council, a government department, the tax office perhaps? I'd wager that few of those organisations are quite as inept and corrupt as Yarra City Council. Who are Yarra City Council, you ask? Well, gather round, I'll share just a few quick stories today with much more to come later. Yarra City Council are ingenious scam artists, yet are completely incompetent when it comes to performing the basic functions of a local council. There's a rate limit set by the Victorian government for how much councils can charge homeowners. However, there is a loophole in that councils can remove the waste charges from the rates and bill them separately with no cap on the charge. And of course, these champagne socialists will exploit that loophole so that they can sustain and increase their staff's comfy salaries rather than looking at themselves and cutting costs.
There's so many people who are concerned with helping society, but they're unwilling to look for inefficiency in these hallowed institutions.
And spineless councillors who make wild claims about reducing rates when they want your vote are the ones voting for this new tax. A few examples. In 2020, Herschel Landis, the dirty dog, was boasting about challenging the council's bin tax in the past in order to avoid rates increases. Recently, he voted for the new charges. I am ashamed of myself because I gave him my third preference in 2020. But to be fair to me, it was slim pickings. Edward Crossland, the cowardly, snivelling greenie, was another who voted for this new charge. When he wanted voted in, he was sucking up to all the minority groups. He singled out special care for the Vietnamese for some reason, but no other nationalities. What are you doing for the Scottish, you racist prick? This little shit is the sort of guy that poses for photos with his puppies and is like, vote for me, I've got a cute wee dog here. And people fucking vote for him. And of course there's the mayor herself, do-gooder Nguyen. She says she'll bring down costs for renters. What does she think will happen to rents when she starts charging owners more? I've watched a few of her videos. Every time she says she's the mayor, she gets so giddy. I can sense her moistness.
My name is Councillor Claudia Nguyen and I am the Mayor of Yarra City Council. At the March 14 Council meeting, Council resolved to separate waste service charges from general rates. The decision was made to address the rising cost of providing waste services to our community and ensure Council's ongoing financial sustainability.
Financial sustainability. Again, do they ever look at themselves for a way to cut costs?
Council removed the cost of waste services from general rates and lists this as a separate line item on its annual rates notices. This is not an additional charge.
It's not an additional charge. They have the same sleight of hand on their FAQs page. Look, it's just a pie. We're taking the chunk from the pie and moving it, and that's all, and this is going to help us with our expenses. What this separation will allow them to do is to charge whatever they want under the term waste management. Oh, and note the relaxing baby music in the background. That's going to convince us all that we can trust these assholes.
And the decision at the March 14 Council meeting did not involve any changes to curbside waste collection frequency. This change comes in response to the rising cost of providing waste services, which is outside of Council's control. This includes increases in the Victorian government's waste levy over 9% over the past 3 years.
Blah, 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 blah. Fucking nonsense. By the way, I need to do a video solely on her. As intolerable and fake as she is, I feel a little bit sorry for her. She's been placed there to take the heat for other people's decisions. Seriously, this lass cannot think for herself. Her head's jammed full of LGBT, QPT, rainbows, minorities, victimhood and some garbled understanding of equality. More of this in a soon-to-be-released video. She's an interesting case and is unfortunately representative of much of our poisoned young people. They have a full FAQs page of their weasel words touching on this.
Oh, get away, Jill! Your weasel words will cut no ice with me. I've had enough to hear of you, Jill.
And of course they accompany it with a cute looking cartoon which you can use to complete your diversity bingo card. There's the same-sex family, the interracial couple, one that looks like a Muslim single mother, maybe a returning jihadi bride. There's the old couple, which happen to be the whiteys, and from what I can tell I think they're straight. And this isn't a girl with one long sock, as I first thought. Look closely, she's only got one leg, so that's the disabled represented. Is this representative of what you see walking down Victoria Street? I think they forgot to add in the junkies. Don't forget why they keep using these cartoon images of diversity. It means that should you dare to criticise or question their actions, then you can be labelled as a racist, sexist, homophobe, transphobe, ableist or all-round fascist. I should pause to give credit where credit is due. Stephen Jolly, a lifelong socialist and Yarra City Councillor, who I haven't been keen on in the past, has, according to my information, challenged the council on this new waste management charge. It's time that we all start calling out our taxpayer-funded institutions for their inefficiencies and squandering of public funds. Speak up. Do not be afraid of these paper-shuffling morons. I've got some more videos coming up on this council soon, specifically exposing their incompetence and how they break their own staff code of conduct. Stay tuned for more.